Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about running your business and using your time wisely when you're at work. Now, a lot of the time when I go into a business, I see people who are in charge, and what they're doing is they tend to sit in the corner with a laptop, not really focusing on what's going on, or they spend a lot of the time just watching employees and watching people who are in the business. Now, this can actually have a detrimental effect because staff don't like being micromanaged, and it can make people feel kind of stressed and alienated, and they're not going to have good interactions with customers when you've got someone's eye always on them. So in terms of using your time, my recommendation is do a couple of different things. So firstly, check your social media and always be going through that. You always want to be on hand to respond to anything that people say, so keep that open in a tab. Another thing you can do, if you're not posting on the social media and going around taking a few photographs, especially when you've got new products come in, putting those products out on social media, that's always a good thing to do because it helps the people who are following you realize that you've got those products in, which is really great. Now, you can also go onto your Google business profile, and this is really good. So you can do updates on your Google business profile, and that will help you to rank and do better when it comes to people looking for your business or businesses like yours. So this is something which is really valuable. Another thing which I recommend is if you've got a website, you should definitely be blogging. Blog every single day. If you're not doing work, you should be blogging. So when it comes down to it, you've got to find out how to use your time most effectively. In terms of when you're actually working with other human beings, if they see that you're always working, that's going to be inspiring because people like working for someone who's leading from the front. And also, if you're keeping a constant eye on these different things and constantly working at them, you're going to be benefiting your business. So rather than doing something which is going to alienate employees, you could maybe even go onto YouTube or go online, do some courses on how to promote your business, or you could watch more of my videos. Hopefully this will help you. At the end of the day, when you're running a business, the most important thing is that you're getting people in through the door. So even if you make a post on your Facebook page and you're just sharing it out into different groups, that is really good. Sort of finding ways to network, potentially getting in contact with other businesses that you can kind of work with, that's really good. Even looking up ways that you can get cheaper supplies into your business. So if you've got a supplier which is charging you more, you might be able to find a supplier which will charge less for the same products. So when it comes down to it, it's really good to take your time looking at ways to optimize your business and build it, rather than, for example, doing stuff which is necessarily in business. This is why we have employees. This is why we have people working for us, and that is really important. Because if you have if you keep a constant lookout for different things like that, you're going to find ways to cut down your expenses, which is going to be great. Because ultimately, the more expenses you can cut out, the more problems that you can deal with, and the more people you can get into your business, the more successful your business is going to be in the long run. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you. Have a lovely day. Bye.